The Battle of the Six Fronts. After the collapse, humans, Awoken, and Exer took refuge beneath the Traveller, where they began to rebuild. Titans raised the first walls, marking the beginning of the City Age. But eventually, our enemies found us once again. Without the Traveller's aid, the city and everyone who remained were vulnerable, weak, on the verge of being stomped out for good. The Six Fronts was the city's first major battle, and whilst it didn't last long, it was still a dark time. The enemy approached the city from 6 different directions simultaneously. Although it's not actually mentioned, it is assumed that it was the fallen House of Devils who attacked. People cowered behind the walls as the shadows approached the city. We were alone and without a proper defence. Many Guardians were still finding their way to the city. The only option we had was to risk sending all of our Titans to confront the enemy. They built the walls, and it was their duty as keepers of the city to defend it to the bitter end. As the legend goes, there were 6 approaches, only 4 orders of Titans. If they went down, so did the city, and any possibility of a future. In that moment, they stood in unity as the enemy drew closer, and all the city could do was pray. As the fallen encroached on their position, the cracks of gunfire could be heard just beyond the walls, and lightning came crashing down on the shadows as Titans summoned the light to fuel their supers, devastating everything around them. It was a long hour, an hour of uncertainty. These Titans were our last and only defence, with nowhere to run. As the hour came to a close, it was a surprise to see all Titans still standing, fighting. They made no attempt to push outwards, to gain the advantage, or organise a battle plan. In Titan nature, they were simply given one command: hold the line. A simple strategy, but it worked. As the battle died down, the enemy began retreating. It became apparent to them that our forces were impenetrable. 6 approaches, 4 orders of Titans, and not a single front broke. It was an overwhelming attack. The odds were stacked against us, but it was repelled decisively, and the city continued to stand as the last bastion of hope. To this day, the Six Fronts continues to be one of the greatest displays in Titan history. Titan marks were crafted to memorialise this battle, the first of which is the mark of the Six Fronts, which represents the 4 orders of Titans that held the line. It is unknown as to who exactly was present at the Six Fronts. The only known order is the Order of Chain, who even had a mark of their own crafted after their display. As glorious as the legends are, some feel that the Six Fronts was a failure, a lost opportunity to charge the enemies and wipe them all out whilst they were weak, as shown in the mark of lost charge. An Exer Titan by the name of Saint 14 may have even shared in these feelings. The dents that remain on his helmet offer insight into his legend. The story of how Saint 14 went on a one-man crusade against the Fallen. It is said that whilst grappling with the Kell of the House of Devils, he caved in their skull with one blow from his own. We have yet to discover what became of Saint 14. All we know is that his helmet is still out there, somewhere in the wild frontier. If there's one thing the Six Fronts taught us, it's that we can survive these dark times. We can rebuild and overcome the darkness that surrounds the city. This victory gave us the courage to endure, but we certainly knew this wouldn't be the last encounter. The enemy would be back with larger forces, and there is still much preparation to be done if we are to stand tall once again.